The main function of the Attorney General of the United States is to promote the rule of law. And he's called the people's lawyer because he's there to promote the rule of law, protect the rule of law, but protect us. He's not there to be a political hack. He's not there to be the president's friend. Nobody in power's friend. He's there to make sure that justice prevails. Under those current standards, the present Attorney General, Alberto Gonzales, is a huge failure. This is illustrated by recently released internal documents by the FBI under a Freedom of Information request. 2 years ago, as Alberto Gonzales was preparing to push through the renewal of the U.S. Patriot Act because the Bush administration wanted that, Gonzales testified before Congress that there had been no violations by any of the federal agencies, including the FBI, under the Patriot Act. Well, now we find out that days before, the FBI had given him copies of documents showing there had been numerous violations on numerous occasions. In April 2007, Gonzales was called before Congress to testify about the scandals about the botched firings of federal prosecutors who supposedly had refused to investigate Democrats that were involved in election fraud at the last major election. Gonzales, 64 times, said he couldn't recall, couldn't remember, couldn't recollect as senators asked him questions. In other words, he was absolutely refusing to answer questions. And remember, he's a bureaucrat. He's not an elected official. Congress has a right to demand that he answer questions. There was an Iraqi war veteran. He got so tired of hearing Gonzales couldn't remember, couldn't recollect, that he started keeping a running tally. One woman actually jumped up and said, hey, if you can't remember anything, how'd you get through law school? But you have to think about this. If it was you or I, the American citizen, who refused to answer questions before Congress, we would be hauled off to jail. We wouldn't be allowed to do this. If the rule of law means anything, it means that Gonzales has to be held to the same standard as any other citizen, especially since he's supposedly our servant, the people's lawyer, and he's a bureaucrat at the same time. He's not an elected official. Gonzales is either an incompetent lawyer, a liar, or a political hack who puts his policies before the American people. He's become a huge embarrassment. And to put it bluntly, I think it's time for the good of the country that Gonzales should resign.